Good morning, traders, and God bless. Hope you had a nice weekend. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session, and each morning we watch these volume spike columns for anything that might be spiking. Once we see these numbers spiking, we click on them. We come over to the current bar volume and make sure there's enough volume to get in and get out safely. It's not a certain number, it's that we want to see great volume flow like you're seeing here. The numbers have to really be moving, no pauses, no delays. We want high volume and volatility. Once we confirm the volume, we want to see these green bars in Dominator Master. The green bars are buyers, the red part are sellers. We want to see them breaking above this yellow average volume line, and we want to see the My Blessing indicator also moving up. The green part of this line is buyers, the red part is sellers. So to do it quickly, you will see me click on a volume spike, checking the volume. We want to see green bars breaking above the yellow line and this line also moving upwards. If you are a new trader, I highly suggest you watch these videos, these live streams over and over and over. Don't come here and just try to guess at it and start clicking and trading. You're going to lose money if you do that. Scalping is not easy. There is a procedure to it, and I highly suggest you keep attending these live streams until you learn it. If you have to trade on paper the old-fashioned way with a pen. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. Once you're profitable on paper, then move to real money, but only trade small share size, 1 to 10 shares, to see if you can actually do it. If you are profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your share size is increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. I build indicators and teach indicators, and by learning these indicators, you get a good grip on what you need to do to make a profit in the market. Also, make sure that your active trader TIF is selecting EXT. It's a little messed up this morning. They told me they did no user upgrades on that end, but there seems to be something wrong, but I'll just take it as we get it. You have to pull your active trader over pretty wide to get to the TIF button. Just remember that when you go to change it. Good thing we only need to change it once a day, so we'll see where that goes. I don't have a date on it. I was actually surprised that they answered me on a Sunday. But I guess they know who I am and figured they better. But anyhow, I give them enough trouble, but the bugs just keep coming. Hopefully they get some of this stuff straightened out soon. It can get frustrating at times, but we got to give it time. Since the merger, they have had a little issue here and there that keeps us from doing certain things, but they seem to be recovering slowly. We have about 2 minutes to go, minute and a half, before the market opens at the top of the hour. Until then, enjoy your coffee. I'll be back shortly. All right, about 30 seconds to go. Not seeing anything spiking at the moment. I actually thought MLGO would take off, but it looks like it's taking off the other direction. IMTE moving around just a little. Currently at $1.30. We do have one green bar, tall, but no buyers. Price is not moving. They're not piling into this stock like we want to see. Volume is moving pretty good, though. It may pop up here in a second. We'll keep watching. This is IMTE. Pushing up slightly now. Watching these green dominator bars, the taller they get, the stronger the run, the more the buyers. Both indicators looking north. Hopefully it breaks out here real soon. Could go all the way up to this red line if possible. See some sellers taking profit. They're impatient, getting tired of waiting, probably going to pull back down a little. Didn't break out like we wanted, at least not yet. Pushing up slightly higher, a few more buyers trying to come in to push it up. They just can't seem to get it to run. We need a rush of buyers to come in. The My Blessing now starting to turn south. Few sellers coming in. Not seeing anything else spiking yet. XHLD spiking up a little. Volume is still quite low on this one. It's just slow crawling upwards. Good job, Milo and Greg B from earlier. Pushing on up. Let's see if we can hit that red line. And yes, we do. I'm going to say that it's going to push a little bit more here. We do have some buyers coming in. Let's see if we can keep it going. Start taking profits, some of your profits. You don't have to sell all of your shares, but start locking in some profit as this thing is hitting the tops up there. Still pushing a little higher. Got some sellers on board. You can see right here, profit takers. Good job, John and Greg B. $1.87 currently, bouncing up and down. Nice buyer bar coming in, some profit taking going on. A lot of profit taking going on. You should have already been out by now the moment it started showing red down here. Pushing up a little bit more, $1.89 now. A few buyers came in and pushed it right back up. Well, thank you, Lord. That was a good start for this Monday, even though I didn't buy any. Silly me talking about active trader errors. Didn't even click my own, so I just gave up. I was still on day. So no trade for me on that one. Hope you made a buck or two. And good morning, YouTubers. You guys are quiet over there on that side. You should have made a little bit of money on this one. Testing that red line up there, that resistance level, pushing a little bit higher now, a little spike up to $1.97. This is why you never give up on them until they actually sell off and the price drops back down. You continue to watch. It's continuing continuing to push. Now a spike to 207. It did kind of catch us by surprise there. Don't expect anybody to get in. If you did, you are pretty fast this morning. Good job, y'all, you four. Pulling back a little bit now. Watching these buyer bars. Taller these buyers come in, the taller this green bar, the stronger the run up. This indicator down here is following trend. When it's trending upwards, this white line is crawling up. These buyers are also pushing the line up, the faster moving line. You can also see profit taking in this indicator as well. The 34 EMA looks really good. It's trending higher. This is the 5 and the 13 EMA with a cloud between it. Very good indicator for scalping. And of course, for holding on a little bit longer. And the volume profile, if you haven't loaded it yet, I've done heavy work on this indicator. It spots the levels and the resistance and support lines very well. Highly suggest you use it. These lines are the volume profile indicator. I happen to get access to the code from Thinkorswim. I took away all of the bells and whistles and only left the lines. To me, they are the most important part. This yellow line is the point of control. This is where the average price of this stock is. This is an agreed upon price. Yes, it's worth this much money from the buyers and the sellers. This is where most of the volume is traded on this stock. It's an agreed upon price that it should be here. So the way we use this indicator is if it sells off back to a lower line, it's going to always return back to the yellow line. Eventually, might not be fast, but it will. Or if it spikes above it, it's going to come back down eventually to the yellow line, to that average price. So all of these basically are, would be the high, this would be the low, this would be a support level, a resistance level, and the average price. Pushing up a little bit to the top there, retesting that 207. Let's see if we can push that line upwards. It'll never be able to cross it, but it can push it higher. 210 now on the spike. It's kind of getting a little weaker the higher it gets. The futures are up this morning, just slightly though, but that may be the reason we're moving higher. Also, it talks about delay in tariffs. That may also be spiking the market this morning. Getting weaker according to the My Blessing indicator, starting to trend downwards on the faster moving line. This one is still pretty much climbing. So we're not going to give up on it yet. We're going to see how high the buyers can push this before it actually just flat sells off and starts dropping. And that sell-off may not happen. We may see continuation. Pushing a little higher now, 219 on the spike. It would have been impossible to catch that. You'd have had to predict it beforehand. But buyers are still trying to keep it going. You can see the sellers taking profit here, these two red bars. My blessing told you way back here that it was getting weaker and starting to change trend direction. Going to check MLGO here, still not moving. So this yellow line now means most of the volume was traded at this level. And these levels will change throughout the day. Watching for a tall green bar. This run may not be over. We have not sold off. Everyone likes the price right here. Good job, Greg B. I'm watching for another mover. This one seems to be squeezing, consolidating, whatever word you want to use. Don't forget to put these on a personal watch list. Start keeping track of what's moving this morning. They may move later in the morning again. This one didn't sell off. This would be a good one to add to your list. UCAR. Looking at UCAR. I seen it called out earlier, but the one we were watching was also moving, so I did not change over to it. So thank you guys for posting it, and gals. Pulling back now. Few buyers coming in. Don't know if it's enough to push the price. The volume is quite low on this one. The last candle, 72,000 shares traded. Well, it done change. Now it's 91. Let's see if this number will beat it. Don't seem to be making any progress with that one. XHLD trying to move again. More buyers coming in. Coming up off the bottom for another upward trend, possibly. Not seeing these green bars breaking the average yellow volume line yet, but they could. I think it's just some traders that are late to the party thinking it's going to go again. Hopefully there's enough of them to push it higher. We are breaking that average volume line now. And the sellers come right in behind them. Looking good on the indicators. We may get up there for another push. Buyer bar coming in strong, testing that red line. Can we push it higher? Little breakout to 229 on that spike. You're going to have fast fingers up here to catch any of this. I don't buy them when they're this high. I'm done with it. I don't chase them after they start posting this high flag up here. They have to really look good for me to pull the trigger again. More buyers coming in. More profit takers taking profit because it's not going anywhere fast enough. Good job, OG. Looks more interesting to me on a 15-minute chart. I'll give you a quick look at that. You can see I have two green bars and a nice run up. None of that volatility in between. Some sellers taking profit. Looks like we may be setting a new level up here. Hopefully this yellow line will move upwards. Not seeing anything else at the moment. Looks like this party may be over here. The average volume line is now sloping downward slightly. That means the volume is fading away slowly. My blessing is pointing south. The bars are shorter. That also means low volume. We want to see it going this way, not this way. TNON spiking up high. Don't know if it's going to go any more. We'll have to wait and see if the buyers continue to come in. Pushing up a little bit higher, a spike up to $1.40. Only 3 or 4 pennies on that spike. Let's see if it'll keep pushing. $1.42, only paying pennies at a time. Watching the buyers coming in right here. Profit taking going on, not moving fast enough for scalpers to stay in. Pulling back slightly. Pulling back, selling off. XHLD still holding the price level. That's always a good sign. We did have a few buyers try to come in here and push it higher, and it only spiked up to the resistance level. My blessing is looking north. We need a bunch of buyers to come in to push it higher. I think we're going to be consolidating here for a while. May not be more to come. HMZ, you have to have TIF added to your active trader, and then you have to select EXT for extended hours. So hit the little gear icon to the right of the buttons. Look for TIF on the left side, move it over to the right. Once it's added to active trader, then go select EXT. You are welcome. Next issue you may have is you need to buy the ask, sell the bid, or buy the bid and sell the ask. Those are limit order buttons. You have to place limit orders over in PreMarket. Good job, OG. OG, were you testing your patience between this buy and this sell buttons? Or indicators, bubbles, whatever they're called? Trying to hold from here to here takes a lot of patience. I still have it, OG. I don't use it because I'm stuck on this one. I have quite a few member indicators. Pulling back. Party may be over. VVPR pushing up slightly, not enough volume to get into this one. It's not a battle, and we need a battle going on, not just a few occasional buyers coming in. So no play on VVPR. You are welcome, OG. Once again, not enough volume to trade HOOD. BBG, thank you for joining us this morning and welcome aboard. If you're new here, try to get here at around 5:55 a.m. Central Time, a few minutes before the market opens at the top of the hour so that you can be set up and ready to go. Usually these stocks take off right at the top of the hour or just a few minutes afterwards. So you have to be here, set up in time. I actually start this live stream on the premium side at 5:30 a.m. Kind of flip through the stocks to see what I think is going to happen this morning. In other words, I prep my day before I begin. I don't just come 5 minutes before the top of the hour and expect to know what's going on. I do a little bit of homework before. And most of the time, I find that that's useless because I come here at 6 at the top of the hour and something else moves. So I guess I need to trust the scans, trust the indicators, forget the homework. But it's always good to know which way the SPY is going, the futures are going, etc. But right now we're waiting on another spike to happen, and that's not happening yet. Good morning, CompuCare. Glad you can make it. TNON already tried to make a run for it. It did make it up to this level and sold off hard This is probably just a bounce off the bottom, probably nothing important to watch. I'm seeing a lot of tall wicks at the top. These are sellers driving the price back down at this level. And we have a red seller bar here, and the My Blessing starting to roll over to the south. MLGO made a slight run up before our market opened. Right there, it didn't do much of anything really. Probably going to repeat and pull back down. We have a penny stock moving. Volume still quite low. Currently at 87 cents. Now 86. Doesn't have enough volume to get in and get out safely. It may just be waking up. We'll watch it here for a minute, see if the buyers come in and this volume picks up. Not looking too promising. There's also this little indicator up here, Scaletters. If you click on it, you can select auto back. That may be what's happening when you click off to the side of it, is this indicator here. Understood, Skeletters? All right, YouTubers, that free hour is almost up. We got about less than a minute to go. If you like what you see this morning, hit that like button for me. Make YouTube buy my coffee. Also, subscribe to the channel. Review all of my videos. They will help you in your trading, but really, we'd love to have you on board to come trade as a group with us. If you're interested in joining us, there's a label at the top of your chat, the white and yellow label. Click that to join our Discord, then upgrade as a premium member. And you will get over 60 plus scans, over 30 plus indicators. You get me 4 to 5 hours a day, 5 days a week when there's no holiday. You get Milo doing his training 2 or 3, sometimes 4 times a week. We'd love to have you on board. So if you are interested, come trade with us. It's easily covering that monthly subscription fee of $79. You can make that on your first trade. Once you catch on, probably a lot more than that. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this morning, made a little bit of money, learned a little bit something more. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a very blessed trading day. And as always, God bless. And I'll be back on Wednesday on YouTube. I stream 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Come and join us. God bless.